Welcome to a new series that I decided to do last night. I had the idea last night, so I decided I'm going to try and record it tonight, today, and see how this goes. So welcome to a series called My Thoughts. Now this is a series where I basically take a game and basically tell you guys what I think of that game. And today we're doing Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Yes, Black Ops 3. Fun. Okay, let's just get straight to it. So the first thing the first thought of the game is you get campaign is not relevant to the old past two campaigns. Like the past two campaigns kind of linked in together in a way, and that's what I enjoyed the two Black Ops these campaigns, 1 and 2. I enjoyed those two campaigns, but I can't really get in to get this campaign. Like, it's just no working. I don't really like it, so I'm not going to play it, if you get me. So if I like something, I'm not going to play it. Makes sense. So yeah, it's just the only thing I have with campaign. That's everything else is okay. I like the idea of gun customization and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's all I have on campaign. Our next topic is probably a really big topic, and that is the zombies topic. Now, zombies does link in with the old story, with Black Ops. Links in with the Origins story side and stuff like that, and how they ended up in, Richtofen ended up in Chicago for some reason. But yeah, the crew ended up in the Giant, and it basically kicked off from there. And we've still got the two other maps from DLC 3 and 4. So we've still got the Nikolai character to deal with. Once we deal with that, I think it's going to be the finale. And the storyline of the zombies is really good. I'm enjoying the storyline of the zombies. It's the gameplay, however, I'm having troubles with for Black Ops 3 Zombies, and Black Ops 3 Zombies is quite disappointing for gameplay. I don't really mind like the sliding and stuff. I don't mind that. It's the wall running's a bit dodgy, but I'm not too bothered. The low gravity was already in Moon, so I had no problem with that in the Horizon direction. And I don't really have a big problem with those kind of aspects. It's just the fact that the guns kind of feel the same in a way. Like, I'm not excited when I play zombies anymore. Well, I used to be. I used to be really excited with zombies to see what should I do. Should I train with the Galil and the Mark II on Nuketown, or should I let the map Nuketown, or should I camp at the catwalk with PPSH on the Reese World at War? You know, you had the Galil and the PPSH were probably the first and second best gun of Black Ops Zombies and World War Zombies. It's like arguably the two best guns in the game, in my opinion anyway. So yeah, the guns are I'm quite disappointed with the weapons. And another thing I'm disappointed in with the Black Ops 3 is the specialist weapons. Now, there's no need in specialist weapons in Black Ops 3 at all. There's no need for it to have them. What the point in having them? So I don't understand that. If anybody has a theory or knows because they're a smart ass, please let me know. Comments below. So yeah, I'm quite disappointed with that. And there's another thing I was disappointed in, I can't remember. It'll come to me, but I don't think. But yeah, so yeah, the maps. We'll talk about maps actually. That's the thing. So Shadows of Evil, arguably the second worst first starter map in Black Ops Zombies. First obviously being Transit. We don't talk about that though, because that's a disappointment, and we don't really. No, move on. Anyway, so yeah, Shadows of Evil, a Mob of the Dead clone rip-off, really bad, disappointing, Pack-a-Punch, pain in the arse. What else? The Marglar, quite a pain in the arse, but It's doable. It's doable. I don't mind. Kind of do mind the Margor because considering it's a one hit. I don't think it should be a one hit. Look, I can't remember if Brutus was a one hit or not, but that is a good example. And the Panzer from Origins is another good example of a good boss type there. And even the Panzer in the Reisendrachen is a good example because he just fucks shit up, and not all the time he's a one hit because he has it's EMPs and it's a flamethrower, but it will club you in it, but it's a one hit obviously. But how a rare occurrence of you being fucking but close to a fucking Panzer, know what I mean? But other than that, the boss of Shadows of Evil, not a big fan of the boss there. I'm not really. There's too many bosses in the maps, and I think I'm going to add another one for DLC 3, which I'm against. I don't want another boss. I'm sick of them. The boss in Zetsubou no Shima was an absolute failure. There was no point in the boss being there. Only cock block you in certain parts of the map. It was just a nuisance. The point. But get your shit together. Know what I mean? This is sick, man. Anyway, yeah, the bosses, the maps, Zetsubou no Shima, quite disappointing. Power's a pain in the arse to get on permanently, and I'm the only one that has done it in my little group that we play zombies in. Yeah, I'm the only one that does it because I know what I'm doing, and the fact that you can't revive MD when you're under the water is it is a challenge. But exception for one of my friends, if you set any of them apart from that one guy, they would go down. So it's either me or him needs to do that. But anyway, yeah, so I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of Zetsubou no Shima. It's quite disappointing in my opinion. But yeah, it's nothing really exciting about that map at all. Not one bit, nothing exciting about it. Next map is Der Eisendrachen, and that's actually a good map. I enjoyed myself when I was playing that when it first came out, and yeah, I had a very few problems with it. The only problem I had with it was the gravity spikes were too OP in my opinion. They were just there was a glitch to get them infinitely, and we did that quite a lot. So you can imagine it was so overpowered, the gravity spikes, and yeah, that's another example why I don't want specialist weapons in the game, because it ruins the game entirely. But there's no point in it. Fucking point in specialist weapons if it's going to ruin the game. It's basically a game breaker in a way. But yeah, that's my opinion on the Eisendrachen. No problems apart from the specialist weapon there. The Giant's just the Giant, but with an exception of the Annihilator, which again I don't think you should have done. Specialist weapons should not be in zombies. They shouldn't even be in multiplayer, to be frank. But well, they've done it and they're jackasses for it, and that's why the game is going downhill. Come at me. Anyway, I think that's going to wrap it up for zombies. Now moving on to the final thing I like to talk about, multiplayer. The biggest problem I have with this game has to be multiplayer. Now, multiplayer was good on the two Black Opses, Black Ops 1 and 2. They were amazing. Black Ops 1 was arguably okay. It was okay, but it wasn't arguably really good. Anyway, yeah, so I quite enjoyed Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 for the zombies, and quite the multiplayer. I never really played it on Black Ops 1, but I still enjoyed it nonetheless. The multiplayer anyway. I did enjoy combat training, so that was fun, because I was 10 at the time. Yes, 10, believe it or not. Anyway, yeah, so compare those two games, the two successful Black Ops and the trilogy, whole trilogy of Black Ops. There's two successful games and one failure. And if you compare Black Ops 2, which had amazing multiplayer without a doubt, to Black Ops 3 multiplayer, which is just going downhill really quickly, yeah, you see who's going to win. It's just at the end of the day, Black Ops 2 is just the better game. And here's my reasons for why Black Ops 3's multiplayer is really bad. The fact that they've added in specialists, the jumping is really bad. I don't like the jumping, the boost jumps. I don't like the specialists. I don't like the supply drops. The supply drops are horse shit. The weapons that you get in the supply drops are horse shit. The melee weapons are clones of the knife, apart from the axe and the fucking baseball bat. Wait, is it the baseball bat? I think it's the baseball bat. Anyway, it is just utter shite. I'm not even kidding. Shite is no the word for it. Look, they've just recently added in contracts, which is making the game a bit more, playable now. It gives a reason, but it's slowly going away from being Black Ops 3 to Advanced Warfare 2. That's exactly where it's going at the minute. And I'm not wanting to play a shitty game like that. No again. We've had 3 shitty games in a row, and it's just something that I'm not willing. This is the exact reason and why I'm not buying the next Call of Duty. It's just waste of time, waste of everyone's time. What I think, and now, again, they've added in contracts and they've added in they finally added in the 10th specialist, Blackjack, but you only get him for 60 minutes. Now, what the fuck kind of dimwit designed that to be a good idea? What the fuck's wrong with you? Honestly, who thought it would be a good idea to get the 10th specialist, probably my favourite one out of the 10, and have him for a limited time? What the fuck? The point? Honestly, the fuck? What are you smoking? On my brain, you should even at that, you should probably have got him in a supply drop. At least you had them then, permanently, and no this fucking mercenary contract bullshit. But again, what can you do? It's fucking Treyarch at the end of the day, isn't it? It's their fucking ideas, and the fact that they're wanting to get more profit out of the supply drops is just unreal. The amount of things they've done. I mean, in Black Ops 2, they had the Peacekeeper, which was a DLC 1 exclusive. So if you had the first DLC, you'd get the Peacekeeper, and that was a really good idea. I enjoyed that. That was a really good idea. I feel that they should have done this with this game. This should have been really good. Like, to see the first set of weapons, the wrench, the butterfly knife and the brass knuckles, should have been buyable with the first DLC. Then the baseball bat and all that should have been with the DLC 2. And the new weapons we just got there, by the way, yes, just got there, which was the new weapons we just got there, like the kind of stabby kind of, it looks like one of those, it looks like a needler from Halo, kind of knife looking type deal, and a like kind of Dead Rising 3 type saw blade on a stick weapon, and a new shotgun. So I think that should have been in the new DLC 3, but they put them out for supply drops. Again, get your act together, get supply drops, put it in a bin, set it on fire, and throw it in the nearest ditch closest to your fucking office. Anyway, so yeah, again, supply drops completely ruined it. So the new Blackjack specialist kinda is a temporarily. I disagree with that bullshit. Only for 60 minutes, an hour, a fucking hour. Fucking horseshit. Anyway, let's get to the gameplay of the actual multiplayer now. It's okay, it's manageable, but it's far too easy. But I'm talking about when I went in Black Ops 2 the other day, and I got absolutely shot on. Now, I'm Prestige 10 on Black Ops 3, right? Right, sorry if you can hear that fucking screaming, man, I'm going to fucking hook him. Anyway, yeah, so I went in Black Ops 2, and I got shot on because the skill level is far different from what it is in Black Ops 3. So I went on Black Ops 2, and I done some sniping. I'm a sniper on Black Ops 2 now. I don't use any other weapon. I'll use my backup weapon, which is a PDW, but I don't very rarely use that. Anyway, so I transferred console, and I went on Black Ops 3. Now I'm Prestige 10, rank 43 or something like that on Black Ops 3, and when I went to play multiplayer, I was going 22 and 2 with a butterfly knife. Now, how the fuck could look, explain that one. Actually saying that there's no, allow it. Honest, how would you what would you say to that? I went 22-2, and then we'll compare my other game. I don't know what that is. I'll have it on the screen. You guys will see what it is, but I don't know what it is currently. Compare the two together, right, and say what is better. So, you get me? Here, so to wrap things up, out of 10, call it Black Ops 3, I'd have to say gameplay is good, zombies is good, storylines, it was alright, multiplayer shite. So that's 3 good points and 1 major point. So I'd say around about 4 out of 10 for Black Ops 3. So leave a like if you enjoyed this little series that I'm going to be doing weekly on in general. Just yeah, so dislike if you don't like it and you just want me to go back to doing other things that I'd originally done. But I thought it was quite interesting to see like what my opinion is, and just like get it out there, because I've been really wanting to talk about this game for quite a while, and now that contracts have came out, that's actually a really good thing to it's a really good time for me to cover this. But I was originally going to wait until fucking the 4 DLCs came out, but the contracts just like fucking set me off. No, I'm not happy with that. So yeah, subscribe if you're new today, and I'll see you guys later.